Explain to us exactly what to make of the Chinese response.
Well, the Chinese have been well prepared for any action coming from the Trump administration. Certainly, President Trump made no secret that China was going to be a target. And we're facing a very unique situation where President Xi has now consolidated his leadership. He's stronger than any previous leader since Chairman Mao, and he's able to therefore take very swift action, as we saw in the immediate response the Chinese had to the first round of tariff announcements that were made.
So Deborah, as a practical matter, does President Xi have an advantage because of the nature of his government and the way his country is run? And by that, I mean, here in the United States, we already have the agricultural industry saying, what are you doing? You can't hurt us that way. Does President Xi have people more in line behind him? Does he have really resistance to taking action that could hurt people, frankly?
Well, he certainly does have opposition from some of the Chinese domestic industry who will be opposed to this. And certainly one of the challenges over the past 10 years is obviously we've gotten into this situation because we haven't seen significant market opening in China, is there's a strong domestic lobby against foreign competition. So we do face that. And the Chinese know that in order to resolve this, and they are prepared to engage. The question is going to be, is it going to be enough for the Trump administration? They know that they're going to have to take certain market opening measures.
And Deborah, you've said it before on our air that there's room for improvement, I think it's fair to say, on the Chinese part in opening up their markets, particularly financial markets and things like that. Do the Chinese have a clear sense of the United States right now exactly what it is we want?
I'm not sure any of us understand exactly what it is that the Trump administration is defining as success and success in resolving this. And I think that is one of the issues that we know there are specific things that have been egregious. For example, in financial services, there's not been significant market opening. And in order to take action, the Chinese need to take very bold steps. They need to stop the linkage of tech transfer as a condition for market opening and lift certain equity restrictions. But what is enough is not clear. So I think for the administration, there's a need, and usually how these negotiations go is you start with a negotiation, and if you can't reach agreement on a clear set of principles, then you move to sanctions. In this case, they've started with the sanctions, and now they're hoping to negotiate before the sanctions go into place.